Well, all right, we have made it to January, and today we're gonna make, hopefully, a whole bunch of cash. It's the time of year. It's time of year to sell everything. We've got a lot of products that we need to sell, so that's what we're gonna do today. I did get the stones picked up out of the field, so that is ready to go. I got some soil samples taken, and so we'll be ready to put some lime out later on when it's time for that, and we'll be ready to plant. So let me see where I'm going with this load of mixed salad. Now the price is a little bit lower than what I could possibly make, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. So we're going to the diner. We've got possibly some silage to sell. Yeah, and just a few other things, I believe. So should make quite a bit of money on this episode. So this is kind of what you work for. You go all year planting. Whoa, goodness gracious. Well, that's a little tippy. That is a little bit tippy. Whew. I'm so glad that flipped back over. Jeez. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so you go all year planting your crops, tending them, and harvesting, and then a lot of crops, once you harvest it, you do need to store it for a little while to let the prices come up. And so that's where we're at. We're at that moment of the year where we get to reap the rewards of the harvest. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. I'm doing well on money. You see I'm up to $196,000. This should be close to 50,000 on this load, I believe. So yeah, we're doing really well. Doing really well. Big purchase coming up. I am going to go ahead and buy a tractor for the farm, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than what I have. As you can tell, this tractor is actually struggling just a bit to pull this trailer load, so it's quite the load, quite heavy. And so we're going to bump the horsepower up on at least one of the tractors, and that will give us a good tractor that we can use for some heavier duty tasks, and then we should be able to rock on pretty well after that. Maybe even get some different equipment to pull behind it. I don't want to go too much bigger than what we have. Maybe just a little bit bigger if we need to. But I'm trying to keep the equipment reasonable. I know our harvester is got a fairly large header, but as far as the tillage work and planting and seeding and things like that, I want to keep it relatively small to medium-sized equipment on this playthrough. So that's what we're going to do. One thing I do want to mention, I did not cut a final cutting of the grass field, so I just let it grow. Mainly because I didn't have any more grass working equipment. I sold it. So, well, we still have the baler, but and the tedder, but we didn't have a mower, don't have a rake. And I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to let that grass field sit there. I may till it in at some point, or I just may let it grow for now. And the reason for that is I have enough hay and silage, I believe, in the silo that I can get to the end of this playthrough without having to do any more grass work. Is that realistic? Saving it for that long? I don't know, but I do have it. It's in the barn. It's dry. Nothing wrong with it, so I don't see a problem with it. I really don't. So that's what I'm going to do, at least for now. Alright, so we do have some flour. Let's see, is anything else going to the diner? It is not. Let's see, what about eggs? Let's see about eggs. Nope, that's not going there either. So yeah, I'm not going to buy, at least not right now. I don't know how long this playthrough is going to go. I'm at 27 episodes. So we've made quite a few episodes on it already. But I don't know, maybe I will do a little bit more grass work and end up buying something. But I'm not going to focus on it right now. And it's just not something that I even have planned at this point. So we're just going to use what we have in the barn as far as the hay and silage. Don't have very many cows. They're not eating a whole lot. So I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. And then that'll give me the time to focus on some other things. And now that I think about it, I probably will go ahead and just till that grass field in, at least for this season. So I do have some flour there behind the mill. I had made some flour. We'll sell that at some point. Maybe on this episode, I'm not real sure. All of the potato, not the potatoes, the potato sticks, the French fries have been sold, so we don't have any more of those. I did take another load of potatoes, partial load, down to the factory to process, and that just well, left me just a little bit in the mill there in storage. So we still have some to make some pig food with, hopefully at some point. So yeah, we're just kind of moving along on this playthrough. It's not exciting during the winter. There's not a whole lot to do. Contracts aren't readily available, so just don't have a whole lot to do. And wow, I did not pay attention, but we're up to $306,000, so that is fantastic. That is awesome. All right, so let me check the price of the flour here and see. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good price. So at the grocer mart is where we would take it. So let me see if I can get in here and get this loaded up. Oh, I just crushed that barrel. Fortunately, I don't think I'll be able to pull in. We're going to have to do something like that. Just a little bit on top of those boards. This trailer. Oh, I can't back it. Can't back it. Oh boy. Oh boy, and I'm in the fence too. You know what? No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. We'll back up here. Oh, I went all through that fence. I had no idea. Ooh, okay, so we're going to the grocery mart. I think that is just right down the road there past the wholesale location. So let's just double check. Yeah. So I have decided the tractor that I am going to buy for the farm. And I mentioned that I wanted to buy a new tractor on this playthrough. I rarely ever buy new equipment, new tractors. I do like getting the deals in the used vehicle section. But I'm going to buy a new one, and it's going to be a Case Puma. I was looking at that, and one of the viewers left a comment that they thought that that's what I should get. So that kind of solidified my decision, and so we're going to upgrade to a Case Puma. I think that'll be a good size tractor. Probably in real life would be a little overkill for this size farm, but we're going to go with that on this playthrough. I think it'll work out good. And then once we get that on the farm, this one here we're going to get rid of. This was kind of a impulse buy. I didn't really want it for the farm. No reason in particular, I just didn't want it. And so I ended up buying it anyway, just to have a little extra horsepower. And I think the time has come to let it go. So we won't make anything hardly back on it. It was a really good price. But we'll get rid of that and possibly get rid of one other tractor. I'm not real sure if we'll do that. Hadn't decided completely yet, but may get rid of one more. I'm going to clean up the farmyard just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to get back over to the farm and see about getting some more stuff sold. Alright, so you see I am loading the lettuce here into the truck, the bulk lettuce. And there's a reason for that. If we look at the production menu, add our farm production, you notice it is almost out of tomatoes. As a matter of fact, it is not running. And lettuce, we still have plenty of it. So it's going to actually run out of tomatoes before we get through with the lettuce. So my plan is going forward, we're not going to make any more mixed salad. So I'm going to sell the rest of the lettuce in bulk. So the truck only holds 23,000, so we'll have to make 2 trips. And if we look at the other thing that's weird is, you notice the stock check here is saying I have 5,013 liters of mixed salad. I don't. There's only one pallet down there at the farm production, so I don't know where those pallets are. They have maybe just disappeared onto the map at some point. I don't know where they are, but either way, that's odd. So you see the lettuce, we're going to go over to the fast food restaurant. Actually worth $46,000. So that is actually really good. Selling lettuce in bulk like this, not realistic, I don't believe. But we're going to do it, because that's the only way that greenhouse will distribute it. I guess I could sell it directly from the greenhouse, but we're not going to do that. We'll just sell it this way. Try and get as much money as we can out of it. So yeah, we're doing excellent with the finances here. Probably end up with, oh shoot, over 400,000, I would imagine, by the time we're done selling. I think the tractor will probably take a big chunk of that away, but that's okay. We should still be left with a pretty good amount. So there is a possibility of either swapping out some equipment, because I do want to upgrade and modernize from this point going forward. Did I go to the right? I did not go to. I went to the wrong place. Can I get across? No, I can't. Good grief. All right, let me get up to the right location and we'll get this sold. All right, here we go. I think this is the right location. There we go. Yeah, so we should have plenty of money going into this next spring. So that's exciting. I like having some funds. You know, I don't like starting a playthrough with a bunch of equipment, not normally. So I do like to work for it, but it's always nice to get to that point after you've worked for it to be able to buy some stuff. So that's pretty neat. Come on down. Come on down. There we go. We're going to keep rolling here. So yeah, we'll get the lettuce sold. Another trip, maybe 2 if we have a little bit left over. And then I'm debating on whether to sell the corn or not. The corn price has actually fallen from the peak. So I'm debating on whether just to hang on to it for a little while. Maybe see if we can't get a great demand or something later this year. Or maybe just sell it next year. I think sometimes during the summer the corn prices will come up. So I don't know. I don't want to take a loss on it. But it's also about $60,000 current value. So I don't know. I don't know what to do there. Alright, let me get this loaded. I'll get this next one sold. And we'll be back to try and find some more things we can sell. Alright, so I have got one load of silage here. It's 23,000 liters. So that's not a whole lot out of the silo. So we're going to go ahead and sell this, just one truckload, just to make a little extra money. You see I'm at 417,000. Got all of the lettuce sold out of the greenhouse. And my intention is at this point, I am not going to make any more products with the greenhouse or mixed salad out of the farm production. So that I'm kind of closing down for the remainder of this playthrough, unless something changes, something weird may happen, and we decide to open up the shop again. But I think we're going to close that down and focus more on the animals and the field crops. So we're going to do that. One thing I do want to get, and I don't really know if there is a right time of year to actually put these in. I think probably springtime would be the norm, but maybe you can do it in the wintertime. But add some beehives to the farm. I think that'll be a good addition, and hopefully help with the yields just a tiny bit, and we'll get some honey from it too. So yeah, we're gonna put some beehives in. Plan to scatter them about the farm, not have them all concentrated in one location. We're gonna spread them out so that they can reach to the different fields we have. Hopefully add some value there. We won't make that much money on this load of silage. Yeah, so just about 9,000. So not a ton, but that puts us just over $425,000. So that is a good start. That's a good start. I really don't have a whole lot more to sell. I did look at the corn price again, and matter of fact, we can stop and look at that together. You see, I do still have $188,000 up to $222,000 worth of products that I could sell. But all of these crops here, you see, I don't have very much of any of them, so we're going to keep those. We possibly could sell some sunflowers and soybeans if we wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just going to hold on to all those. Not a whole lot of value there. And the corn, you see, has already dropped in price. It's at $8.41. Best time to sell is in January, and peaks at $9.09. So yeah, we're down quite a bit on the corn already. So I think I'm just going to hold on to it for now. We have a few eggs. We'll sell those. The milk is being sold once a day. We do have quite a bit of silage. I could sell some more of that, but like I said, I don't want to. You know, I may sell some more silage. You know, I'm going to sell two. I'm going to sell 2 more loads, because that'll put me down to about the same amount of hay, and those go in about equal. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to sell 2 more loads, and then I've already sold some straw, a little bit of flour left. So none of this down here, other than the mixed salad, which I don't know where it's at. Those 5,000 liters. Some missing pallets somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot left to sell, other than we'll do 2 more loads of the silage. But the great thing is we have increased the bank account. This has been a great day of selling. I've got a lot of stuff, or had a lot of stuff saved up in the silo in the farm. Just kind of waiting on this time of year, so everything is paying off. All the hard work is paying off. And you know what? That just said 100. Oh, it must be counting what I have in the feed silo. Okay. It's the problem with having multiple locations of storing things. You can get confused on how much you actually have. So, yeah, I'm going to sell these. So yeah, I'm going to sell these last 2 loads of the silage. We'll get those gone and call it quits for selling, at least for now. And I'm going to go ahead and go order the Puma. Hopefully that'll come in soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Be sure and click the bell so you're notified of all future videos. And hey, if you're one of my longtime subscribers and don't have the notifications turned on, go ahead and do that today too. I appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully I'm getting back into the swing of things here, and we'll be getting the content out a little bit more regular. Thank you so much again. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you back here very soon.